You made the beat for this too? We can cut it later. You already know it's your boy 215 God Beats, aka Streets, aka you already know this. We are back to Let Me Rap With You podcast. Another episode. Got my boy Chico here. You already know how we do. Chico, what's up with you, bro? But it's definitely great to see you, bro. I feel like I'm gonna let you introduce tonight's special guest.
We got my boy Mir here, bro. we gonna let him introduce himself because he got a lot going on. But this is definitely Brody, this family, bro. Y'all gonna see him in this upcoming dog food video. So like, yeah, bro. Go ahead.
That was just him we played too. Mere Spirits, Don Hooley. Y'all ain't gonna find that on all platforms though. Unreleased. Y'all already know I get all the exclusives first. Y'all already know how. You feel me?
Thanks to my brothers right here, man. We done got locked in over this little couple of months of a experience we done got into. Right now, this is Mere Spirits, BiezulxBovice. Mere, for those that do know me in person, I done did a lot of stuff from making beats to making songs to making clothing right now. I got a lot of stuff under my belt. I'm into a lot of different shit. We're going to discuss everything. Y'all going to get to know me a little bit better.
I mean, to be honest, so like you said, you had a lot of stuff going on. So where did it start first? Like, first off, where being born and everything, like where did you start off? Where you from? And then like where did the art start from?
For me, everything started in South Philly, but my family all over. Family came from down south. You know how most everybody family is up here. Most people family migrated from down south. Went to wherever y'all at. Y'all probably got family in all parts of the area like I do.
You can definitely come a little closer on the mic too.
My fault.
Good. Y'all ready?
So in South Philly for the most part, that's when I was around North Philly for a little bit. But then from there, I done been all around Philly, like West Philly, Southwest, up top, all that type shit.
That's how it was with me in Jersey. I was like all over Jersey before I even moved like over here and shit. But where can you say that you was at the most? Like probably like west or south?
Prominently was definitely, like I said, South Philly was the prominent spot. Yeah.
So where did you probably say you learned your creative space? Like you were in South Philly when you started like realizing, okay, this is the start of what I want to do.
That's the crazy part. Down South Philly is like I started a lot of shit down there, but didn't put nothing on the record down there, if you understand what I'm saying. So I had some raps. I had little backyard sessions. We all chill in the crib. We'll pop out, go to studios, but not really setting.
It just wasn't viral. It just wasn't on social media and all that. That's all it was. And see, honestly, when we had this conversation earlier before we was on the pod, we appreciate what a lot of shit that we did back in the day, because like a lot of shit that we do now, just sitting here having discussions, sit like this, like me and my homies, we've been doing this shit all our lives. So it's like now there's the internet. Now it's viral. So it's like the backyard sessions, the pop-ups and shit like that. All these complex cons and all that shit. And trust me, like a lot of those cosplay, the complex cons and shit like that, they were going on back in the day before the internet and shit. But now we're in a world where it could be the smallest backyard session. Somebody fucks with it, that shit's gonna be right on the IG story.
Right. And you never know who could come and tap into that due to the more wide open range of them being able to record that and put that on these media platforms. So I guess that's where the gap would be at for what you just explained. Is the gap would be like I've been doing it but no need to expose it because there was no really platform for exposure at that point. So we were just doing it to do it. But by the time I went up top, once I got up here, which was 2012, was my first year moving up there, like to be up there on a regular, that's the year that shit started kind of hitting. But 2016 was the year I finally had my own studio on my own little thing. But I say definitely 2012 is when I started like, and I guess going more into it.
For sure.
Definitely. And who were some of like the early inspirations, like whether it was music, whether it was fashion, like who was the first person
Yeah,
that made you say like,
where the
I want
fashion
to,
sense
you
come
know,
from.
not saying that you have to be like that person, but they gave you an influence of, this is what I want to do. It's always that for me. It's like 50 Cent. I do everything I do now because just seeing him on TV. And that's why I do everything I do.
I was always like my folks always would tell me since a young boy I was always hella, you know what I mean, amplified off of the TV, just staying close as I could to the TV. The Ricola commercial took my attention. Barney took my attention. Scooby take my attention. Then you could put on 007, that's gonna take my attention. You know what I mean? So I caught that vibe. But on the music tip, Michael Jackson, that was the first thing that all little kids that feel any rhythm and got a vibe to them. That's what they're gonna gravitate towards that type of energy. And I never was hype about the Prince thing as much, but I understood it. That's the thing about it. I always understood what Prince was and why, but I just liked the Michael Jackson thing more. It was just more of my swag that I could feel. You feel me? And I think that's where I got the fashion sense from right from Gumbust, like over the top, like out right out the box. Like we could be in the room, we could all go to Walmart and go shopping together. You feel what I'm saying? And we can be with a group of people that like think like, all right, you know what I mean? I would never wear Walmart, and then they'll watch you come out and, bro, what is chill, bro? Because what people don't know is that all of these type stores, you never know. There's marketing and hidden little agendas going on where you could be inside of a Walmart, you could be inside of a K&G, you could be inside of a Ross, and you might just find a Supreme shirt. For sure. You might just find the craziest Nike shirt. You might just find, like, because you just never know, because they place these things in places to see what, you know what I mean?
I can say it on some crazy shit. Shout out my guy brother, My Beats. We went to this thrift shop, like out in Lansdowne, just like in the burbs. You feel me? Seen an American Eagle sweater for $4 and a Supreme sweater. I forgot how much the Supreme sweater was, but yeah, like thrift shops. And trust me, shout out my guys allegedly, because trust me, Mullah could even vouch. Like we was back in Camden, you know that little the thrift shop that's like right there off the highway, like the little joint, and then it go that way and then go this way and shit. You know which intersection I'm talking about.
For sure.
The big ass thrift shop joint, bro.
We talking about the joint by Foreman Mills.
Yeah. Is that Foreman Mills still even there to this day?
Yeah, it's still there.
Damn, shout out to Foreman Mills. They are still
Foreman Mills still around too, and that's
a lot of them are closing down though.
That used to be the hidden joint. You might be in the Foreman Mills and find some bust down Nike dunks that nobody like. Wait, what? Like, but remember, this back when people don't really this back when everybody don't understand what fashion is about. People don't understand that Nike, because this is where people wear to do that.
Listen, back in the day, it was easy as fuck to go to Marshalls and find some shit in the shoe section because nobody knows. No. Especially if you going around people like different areas. You see what I'm saying?
Because they go to the same spots that everybody go to all the time.
It's more so about going to the areas where people know about fashion, bro. If you go to the areas where motherfuckers is going to that Marshalls to buy bullshit, like, I don't want to say white people, but white people, bro. If you go to the white areas and they go in there with a certain mindset, I'm going to Marshalls, I'm going to Ross, I'm going to TJ Maxx, I'm going to all of these stores to get this type of thing. Back in the day, bro, my mama used to bring me there, bro. Rest her soul, bro. She used to be like, yeah, bro, we gonna get, nigga, what? This is real polo, bro. It's Polo Ralph Lauren boots, nigga. And they're selling them for $50. Anywhere else, you gonna get charged $125, $150. Nigga, you better grab the deal. And then now, I feel like these places done caught on, because I go to these places now with, you feel me, a little joint or something like that be like, let's stop, bro. Let's stop and go to Ross real fast, just because they want to see home stuff and stuff like that. And I'll go to the sections where I used to go when I was younger, and they don't have the same shit no more, bro. They done cut that shit out because they see everybody's on social media now. So now they see it.
Nah, and then another thing that's going on, and I'm pretty sure you can co-sign me on this, because I pay attention to Gary V. So, you know how Gary V, he pushes the garage sale shit?
Yeah.
It's the same shit with clothes. Bro, it's like, you go to a thrift shop, and like I said,
well, a thrift shop a little different, because that's somebody else giving it to him or selling
even
it to him.
Well, basically break it down like this, because like you said, the Polo Ralph, the Ralph Lauren boots for $50.
For sure. But
The American Eagle sweater.
Consignment. That's what I'm trying to break down. What he was trying to say.
Imagine if you could flip that though. Like, hear me out. Like, you see how Amazon and all that shit is out right now, right? Yeah. People are literally doing what we're doing, like you said. Like shout out to Mom Duke. She found them boots for 50, finding a sweater for $4. Now, if we would have like really known how the market should really work like that and how to really hustle that shit like that.
Oh yeah, niggas would have been copping 3-4 pairs. Coming back to the hood, charging up.
This is where I went down. This is where the conversation really started. Now we gonna double back to the fashion and all that, but let's just have this part of the conversation. Do y'all feel as though the resellers that's overpricing and putting stuff over the top for no reason, you think that's like justifiable, or you like what you?
I think they should sell it for the value of what it's worth, and that's the top price that they can.
It's
have.
like, okay, so
I don't think you should overcharge. If you overcharging, then that's where you, at that point, you trying to take advantage of the people. And what are they coming to you for? Because because it's sold out, they could wait. They could place an order, and it'll be cheaper. They just have to wait on it. The only necessity that you're providing is you have it now.
And this is where I'm gonna meet you in the middle. I'm tricked on it, only because I understand both sides. Now, this is where I take them down. Like you said, the overpricing, it should be to a limit. You can't overprice every item in your store. That's where you lose it. That's where they lose me at. I'm in here talking about I just need some Air Forces. No, the Air Force is $250, bro. Sit the fuck down somewhere. White Air Force Ones are just white Air Force Ones, bro. You're supposed to make that a regular item, so just in case all them other niggas doing any weird shit, at least you already know you overpricing on everything.
For sure.
You already know you overpricing on everything else. So at this point, you're supposed to bring everything back to level. You feel what I'm saying? That's where I feel like they mess up the ground floor, and that's where his conversation is. That's where y'all in the middle. Where it's like he's talking about the thrifters could be flipping and getting it, but you go in there to get it and drip it, and you can still flip it. And that's when they go there and they put it in their shop, flip it, rewrap it, clean it, do all of that, take it to, you know what I mean, detail shop, get the sole redid over all that. That's cool. That's cool. Now that's when you can max out and charge what you want. But if all you had to do was wipe this bottom off, or if all they did was take it and put it in your shelf or in your back drawer, and this is just a fresh pair of this shoe, calm down a little bit, bro. And then when y'all buying the market out and forcing this to be a sold out shoe that I can't get for a premium price nowhere more, and now y'all up pricing it, and I'm like, all right, I'm cool. I'll pay an extra dub. No, I'll pay an extra $50. I'm not paying an extra $500 for a pair of Nike Dunks that cost $100. But that's where y'all lose me.
But again, that's where the fashion sense has to come into play, and why I like somebody like you, because you could go and see something that's off the wall and freak it. Right. You see what I'm saying? We live in an era where everything is copy and paste. So
100%.
So motherfuckers is seeing the new drops. They see what's trendy. We remember the day and age where motherfuckers was camping out for sneakers. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So this is where motherfuckers, we live in a direct now era. And what I was just alluding to earlier, what are you bringing to the
direct
table
to consumer
besides just having it for me on hand? Why wouldn't I place an order somewhere else and wait for the regular price? If it, or go find something else if you're overcharging me. I can go get 2 or 3 pairs with what you're trying to charge me.
And then I feel like that's where you got to start bringing a value to your whole experience.
But you know what I can.
I mean, I can't get a whole sauce on here.
But you know what I can add to that though. I can actually I can give you an answer for that, Chico.
You came here for some shoes. I got you a whole lay. I showed you how you about to do this, and I'm telling you, this gonna be inspiration for you to do 5 more lays, nigga.
Exactly.
And come back to me later on so I can do you up again on another job. But listen,
most resellers not doing.
They're not doing it, and I'm not taxing you because this is Nike and that's Supreme. Fuck all that. I'm taxing you because this a piece now, and I'm gonna show you why this a piece. There was 3 pieces with that. Wait, but then I got 4 pieces. Yeah, they all 4 pieces. But don't do this and rock it and yeah.
Because now this 101.
Yeah, and now when you look over here and when you look over there, you're gonna see it like, oh yeah, I could just go in there and get these sneakers for $500, or go over there and spend that same 5 and get an extra shirt. You get what I'm saying? And get the experience of why and what's next. And
but niggas can't freak it.
Niggas not freaking it like that. And
that's what you paying for the experience.
Niggas' mindset not even open enough to freak it. Niggas
real
go judgment
and
first.
That's what it is.
Because we live in a copy and paste era, bro. Everybody they look at something and they see what it looked like and they like, all right,
but see that's why you answered your own question, bro. Because you gotta think about it.
Why do you think these fitted caps came back?
But you gotta think about it like
which
this.
they never went nowhere to people that really know.
No, for sure. But to the people that's out here and taking pictures in them, and they got them turned all to the side, and like I always laugh at it because, bro, like I was the dude that young boy days hats lined on the wall, bro, hundreds of them, bro.
You gotta think
Every
about it.
time I bought
Niggas
a
been
fit, I
doing
got
that
a
though.
hat. I told my folks I'm not rocking my fit. I felt like Cole from Martin, bro. I ain't gonna hold, bro. That's how, because like
we
when
was
you
in a
little,
generation
you see
of
shit.
when you had to have. Well, you was probably at the end of that because you still a little younger, but
Yeah,
I'm in that part where it's like, nigga, for your Easter, your Christmas, your birthday, you getting a crazy joint now.
Nah,
and
bro.
don't get it wrong, the fashion sense back then wasn't what it is now for everybody.
For sure, but when
And,
I was younger, bro, I was at the end of the curve where the fitted caps was real lit, and then snapbacks took over, and I had them all, bro. I had snapbacks, fitteds, buckets, all of that shit.
But
bro.
guess what I never understood. I feel like it never, for me personally, it never really was a time where no hat wasn't relevant. It never happened.
No,
for me.
it was more popularity for the copy and paste.
Yeah,
because we always lived with motherfuckers that was copy and pasting. But now it's more prevalent because of social media.
Relevant, yeah.
Because you see
trendy.
Everybody will see it and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I want to grab." Like, bro, I ain't never seen. All right, specifically, we talking about the dunks, right?
Right.
What do we call the Oreo dunks? The black and whites.
Mm-hmm.
That's the basic fit. That's what everybody got, bro. Bro, for the past year and a half,
pandas they call them now.
For sure, bro. That's what you see. You see them joints everywhere, bro. And the way motherfuckers treat them is like, bro, what did you cop them out for? What did y'all do this for? What did y'all go to the extent of overbuying them to dog them shits out in a year and a half? I come from the generation where you buy the sneakers, you take care of them, you keep them for 12 years.
This the part that killed
They
me.
appreciate.
That's the part that's like, all right, it ain't that nobody now. Everybody got drip, and this is what I see. Like everybody be having their own drip and they swag and their own flavor within shit. But I can clearly see where the copy paste lines are out there in the world where you can just look and see it. Even to people that create their own clothing and shit like that, you can see where they like. It's like, all right, you know what I mean? Where you can look at your eye, like where was the originality?
Exactly,
where, like, how was any of this from you? Like, yeah,
exactly.
how is this from you? Mm-hmm. And that's where it can get a little different. Where it's like, all right, my mind works how it works. And when you talk to me, when we sit down, when you interact and all that, it adds up over time. But I'm also surprising like that, which leaves that much to be like, oh yeah, that's some crazy shit. That's some crazy shit. Because like, I don't know. I'll never know if he could have. You know what I mean? But when you the type person I know, you go home, you just chill, you da-da-da. Why are you trying to act like you Rick Owens guy? Right. Like, this is where shit get weird. I mean, like, why everybody gotta do this thing like you Playboy Cardi and you?
Because, bro,
people,
it's a fad. It's a fad, bro, and we live in
it's a desperation for attention, bro. You have to think about it like
and
this.
Be a fan.
I like that. I like that.
No, because honestly, this goes back to you was asking yourself earlier about like why people look at the copy and paste shit, because you have to think about it like this. And this was even before social media, because back in the day, it was all about being the coolest kid in school, or just being with that group of cool kids. You gotta think about it, right?
But there was some type of organic shit about it, because when we was little, there was kids that was camping out for the same sneakers, but kids was going and getting different types of lays, bro. They was throwing it together, bro. You had certain kids that pulled up in the polo fits.
But you gotta think about it. The trend still existed, so it's
that Rockaware fit hit, that Sean John fit hit, that State Property whatever hit, them G units on your feet or them Sean whatever.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. It don't matter. It don't matter whether you was in school trying to be the cool kid. The old head.
He's still bridging the gap for you, because like like it was people that knew what they was doing. They could mix it up. Like it was niggas that had forces and da 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 da. Then I ain't gonna hold you. I was one of the niggas. My folks got me the Babes. No, I'm talking about everybody, bro. They some fake ass Nikes. I'm like, bro, these not nothing to do with Nike. I'm like, trust me, you can look this up. And this is before you could put Pharrell and them face to it.
Do you remember the exact year?
No way to put their face.
Do you remember the exact year you had them, Jones?
This was 2005, like 5 and 6 around that time. 2005 and 6, right around that time. I'm talking
That's
about,
around the time you could have went to Foreman Mills and grabbed a pair of Beats, bro.
that's right when Soulja Boy is about to dropping. That's right when all of that
We
shit
still,
is happening.
we still like the Soulja Boy 5 XTs going down to the shit.
And like,
but
and
even
like,
then, bro, I'm not to keep, but I was a little forward on that, where I was the nigga that was hip enough to know that Guess jeans wasn't always gonna be big as shit like that, but you can get the boot cut John before Old Navy started becoming that jean. And I would always get them Guess boot cut Jones, and I would try to cut the Jones that wasn't boot cut, the Jones that was trying to be slim and long. I would cut the end of them Jones and make them boot cut. I was already on that back then, like in them years. And me and my homie, my RP Beezul, bro, we would be out this joint having our Jones with the chain on our Jones, crazy cut up jean, Ed Hardy shirt. Like I was already splashing. He was already splashing back then, bro. He was already splashing heavy, and my man was. He was splashing too, especially polo thermal before niggas even knew what a polo thermal looked like, bro. I'm be honest with you. A lot of niggas didn't see the polo thermals 2004 and 5.
And see, that's the one thing. You gotta think about small factors like this, bro. We're human. Like that being exclusive. Like you gotta think about it like this. And just hypothetically, shout out to Mullah, shout out to Rue, allegedly speaking. Like hypothetically, allegedly speaking, let's say you was the big dog on the block. Like you like back in the day, we talking like the 90s, 80s. You got the nice little E-class Benz on the block. Shit, you feel me? Shit like that. Everybody wanted to be that nigga.
That type of nigga, yeah.
Everybody wanted to be that nigga, bro. So you gotta think about it, bro. Even before social media and everything, Chico, it's like, and I say desperation for attention because it's like desperation, yeah. Because like you gotta think about it like this, like you said. Not everybody is copy and paste. Only a few is gonna be like, I'm gonna come up with my own shit. But a lot of people, young boy walk outside, he see the homie with a lot of money, nice jewels on him. You feel me? He got the exclusive clothes that not even his parents got, not even that is probably his friend got. Not his friend's parents probably don't even got him. But this guy outside with this nice Benz, like you said, he got the babes. Nobody else got the babes on the block. You feel me?
Shit like that, yeah.
Everybody gonna want to be that person. You feel me? So that's how.
But there is also
so now with social media.
Hold on, there is a point of that where back in the day, because of social media and because it wasn't so big, where you could be before the trend.
Yeah.
Because
which is the babe situation that we're speaking on right now. It's like, all right, at that point, if you was even if you was lit, even if you was around the people that was around the people, Soulja Boy himself was still got looked at like, bro, what the fuck is on his feet? No matter what, no matter how many times he said, haters getting mad because I got me some bathing apes. And niggas still didn't understand what the fuck he was talking about. Yeah. That's what he was talking about.
I just wanted to know what they were so I could just...
Hold on. I'm about to bring it full circle. While he's talking about that, Lil Wayne is now running around and in caught with of bathing apes. You know what I'm saying? Right. Pharrell is slowly but surely throwing these... Because him and this guy. And it hit. And then slowly but surely we see Wayne wind up, oh no, they the Jones. No, they was the Jones that you just said was bullshit. Yeah. But they fire right now because that. And that's where you're ahead of that thing. You get what I'm saying? What we're talking about right there. That's where you're ahead of it.
For sure. But again, that's where for somebody like Soulja Boy,
not to say Lil Wayne, Kanye and Lil Wayne around that time.
For sure. Yeah. But when you Soulja Boy, you have proof because the cameras was on you.
And you put the camera there. That's the crazy part.
Exactly. Back in the day, it's a lot of people that ahead of the curve because we didn't have this super copy and paste culture. And they went to school and had those on and thought, this is super fly leg. I got this outfit for a deal.
True.
And now I'm going to school and they got clowned, bro. Because somebody was like, bro, what are those? And this is before the meme. What are those? But that's how niggas would interpret it,
I'm gonna keep it a beat.
And that was the worst feeling going to school like that. But you could have put it together.
Definitely.
You really could have put it together.
I ain't gonna hold y'all, bro.
My perspective is the motherfuckers who was hating on the fashion like that, I just assumed back then, like, you just got no pussy or girls just never talk to you. Like
for sure.
That, like honestly, that's just how I assumed
it. It don't always be that. It's that closed-minded feature that people have from being so stuck in these type of environments that's so packed on top of each other that you don't allow each other to grow.
Jordan 11s and we gonna wear this. Wear these cargo. Bro, I grew up in the era where I walked around, everybody had cargos on, bro, and like I was still younger, so like the younger niggas that was around me wasn't wearing that, and that's what I decided to wear. You feel me? So like now you see me, I still be wearing them, bro. And as you can see, that shit done faded off. But Jordan Craig done got a shout out to Jordan Craig. They done got a lot of my money, a lot of my money.
Man, if you don't know, then you just don't know. But back in the day when Sneaker Villa was that thing before niggas even really knew, it was just the Villa.
For sure.
It was just the Villa.
To some of y'all, DTLR now.
Yeah, now it's DTLR to y'all that they even know that. But back then in them days, you would have to go inside of what we would call the gallery, young fellas out there, if y'all didn't know. And that gallery you said is now y'all fashion district.
Yeah, which y'all would call the fashion
fully
district.
Furnished movie theater and all that crazy shit y'all got going on. Y'all got a lot that's way more. It looks way more appeasing, but it's still not. It's not lit enough. They ain't give y'all the energy. We had the energy in that joint. I'm talking about it was no day you couldn't go down to that gallery and have.
And they gonna help you. And they gonna help you get the lady.
Yeah. And get whatever. I'm talking about whatever you want from a girly situation to a somewhere to eat situation to you got a girl trying to eat situation to you want to buy something to go to get your girl something to eat and out with you whatever you want to talk about.
On
it was
girl
all
trying
there.
to eat situation.
Heavy
shout
on
honestly, shout out to Master Walk. That's all. That's what I went there for. I just had to go get my Master Walk. Look, that General Toast. Look, the bourbon chick. Look. Look, y'all know.
But
about that,
bro. Back to the point, bro. When you ahead of the curve, bro, it was many a times, bro. I walked into school, bro. People like, bro, why you always got these cargos on, bro? What you in the military or something, bro? And it's like, nah, nigga, like. And then we got to the curve where everybody else started realizing who Wu-Tang was, and they was like, "Oh, what you think you RZA or something?" No, nigga, no. This is the fashion sense, and now I stand out for it, and I like it. You feel me?
No, to be honest, and like you said, because you're talking about the cargo shorts, this actually makes me want to bring up a couple of
cargo shorts. Just the you fit.
No,
cargo shorts. I felt like
no,
nigga.
The cargo shorts. No, trust me, that was
cargo shorts had their little moment, but
yeah, like it was. And see, like, look, I'm not gonna lie. See, niggas forget.
You couldn't even walk in the Old Navy. Like it'd be winter time. They still
not even Old Navy. We can keep going. We can keep going though. Old Navy, Air Pastel, Hollister, American Eagle, shit like that. Like motherfuckers forget that was whole era in itself.
That was really a thing.
That was a whole era in itself.
If you was in Telegang,
that was before like Zoomies and Hot Topic and all that shit.
Telegang had niggas in nothing but cargo shorts
and Chuck Taylors and shit.
I come from the era of like in Jersey where niggas was like super hoopers and wanted to get down at any time, bro. So like these niggas was in LeBron sixes, elite socks, cargo shorts, fucking beater in the summer, bro. And this is how, like, bro, it's copy and paste, though, bro. And I ain't gonna hold, bro. I fell victim to it at least once or twice, bro. Because it's a decent lay, bro.
It's gonna happen.
But you gotta change it up, bro. You can't be everything you pop out in.
Every once in a while, you're gonna become a part of the trend. Every once in a while, because
like I said, Nick, it's a decent trend. But like I said, you say copy and paste, but that's always existed.
The one trend I hated that I was a part of was the Nike boots. I hated them Jones.
Definitely had them.
It was like because they hit so hard. That was the one joint. Like, all right, if I dodge this, because you know how it was. It was like you're gonna get the ACGs, you're gonna get the oven, the duck.
Nah,
Jones,
bro, I was
polo
heavy over the ACGs, and then if it was the polo boots, but like young boy days, bro, my folks
ACGs to me are all that.
That's why I went towards everything else, bro, because it was like either you get the butters or you or the beef and broccoli, and I would be the nigga on the wall like, nah, bro, I want the all black Jones. Well, I want to freak this shit, bro. And they like, no. You either get the beef and broccolis or you get the butters. Which ones you want? Nah, fuck that. I want to go get something else. Let's get something else. And then that's where I would be trying to figure it out. And that's where I would get the polo boots. That's where I would get the ACGs. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Heavy on the Air Forces. See what I'm saying? I was a young boy trying to rock the Cortezes. You see what I'm saying? Because I felt like that was a cool wave.
I don't think I really did the Cortez because my feet was always big as shit. So I'm like certain Jones I would try to skip though. But I did the Blazers though. That's why I didn't do the Cortezes. I tried the Blazers.
I had a pair of Blazers. I ain't fuck with them Jones.
I stopped fucking with them.
I ain't fuck with them Jones.
So the fact that we're speaking on a lot of these pieces. Now, this is the one thing that I will say that I appreciate back in the day. Now, copying, like you said, the copy and paste shit. That's always excuse me. that always existed, right?
For sure.
The whole copy and paste shit,
For
right?
sure.
But like you said, there was still some originality to it back then, right?
For sure.
But the other thing that I appreciate about it back in the day, the money was a lot more valuable, right?
For
Like it could be copy and paste, right? Niggas, it could be three niggas in the same shit right now, right? But at least it wasn't. Now there are a couple brands that I'm about to bring up before we like really get into this, but like we're talking about a lot of shit. We're talking about like before Supreme really became popular because
sure.
like once, and we're going back to what you said, overcharging. Now this is the part where I gotta talk about. We can't forget that whole era where even kids from 12 to 15, people of all ages going to New York, buying Supreme and reflipping that shit for 400% of the original charge. Now, once shit like that started, that's when the whole resale game started really getting crazy because now you're reselling this shit for over 400%. And now look at what's copy and paste now.
The reason why
The
it
Balenci.
wouldn't work on my side for shit like that is, bro, like, if we gonna keep it friendly, you know my background, bro. I was the young boy going to another country and like being put on the guest Armani exchange, shit like that, way before its time because that's where it was popping at in other countries before it was popping out here.
Well, of course, because
right?
that's
So
where they all
like,
come from. They
so
all
like,
come from these
so
other
like,
countries.
when motherfuckers that do shit like that, bro, there's no appeal for me for that, bro. Because when I'm going back home for the summer, bro, my grandma decking me up with all of that shit anyway, bro, and it's astronomically lower than what the actual retail prices is out here because they're getting they're importing
They're in the
it,
factories.
exactly.
Basically.
They're importing it here to the US.
Mm-hmm.
Out there, they're not importing it far. And if you know anything about Panama, shout out to Panama. The canal is right there, bro. The amount of things that they're getting through there is crazy.
And if you know import export, once for real, put y'all on the game on this for y'all that's listening. When they take that shit from any other country that y'all keep talking about, y'all getting these foreign ass brands and all of that,
sure.
Da Vinci and all of that crazy shit.
Talking.
The reason why y'all think y'all doing that is because they're making y'all think that this shit is worth that because they're over there getting it, like he said, for whatever price they really can push it for and who marketing it. And you know what I mean? Yeah, you have your certain items, but for real, by the time it get over here is when y'all getting marked up, all that crazy shit. And unless you were originally in them homelands like a Paris and a Germany and all of that, you know what I mean? Those type of areas where they got certain stores where you can go and walk in and get charged like that. For real, don't be like that. I'll be honest with you. And there's a lot of places where you can go and get that shit at wholesale, broken down, secondary, all that. Like it's just the market is crazy with this clothing shit.
Like bro, like you see
and try to look up. All right, there you can go by country. There's a way to break things down, right? Mm-hmm. Because my grandma was trying to buy me some shit and send it out, and she was saying that she was having a problem because it's only in certain areas, right? Mm-hmm. So break it down by country, right? If there's a block on how much you can get in from a certain country or what you can import or how much they're going to charge you to import that, right? Amplify that by 20 and 30 with these companies. You see what I'm saying? And that's just bare minimum. Mm-hmm. This is why for what you're saying isn't appealing to somebody like me and why I look for what he was saying, the experience, bro. You wanna put it together. You don't wanna get upcharged because, bro, that same $500 that you're talking about, right? We go and we really shop.
If we could be even honest, be real. We talking about for with that type shit. You talking about $6,000 and shit like that to go on a real and that's not even an experience, and you're not even a real store. You get what I'm saying? Now I done walked inside of X and whoever, John, and yeah, y'all got little, you know what I mean, little celebrity whoever's that come through this John to make themselves feel more, you know what I mean, important and show off that they go and spend a bag and write off on their little Johns because they still doing write-offs and make other regular people think that they supposed to go in there. And then you're in there thinking that you're doing something, but you're not getting the experience. And if you really know the experience, like I said, when you go into this store, they give you wine. Like the Lit Jones, like when you go to Lit Jones, they gonna give you some wine, some champagne. They're gonna sit down and talk to you about some shit. They're gonna ask you about like what you into. Do you do anything? Like the stand and third. And at the bare minimum, they wanna make sure you're getting fly in there. That's the bare. Sure. You came here to at least do that, right? This a store with clothing in it. And at an average joint that upcharge you, what they do is, you good, bro? Yeah, you like those? Yeah, we could get those out here for you, bro. You just trying to make me see. You just want me to spend some money real quick. You're not. There's not. What you wearing it for? What you trying to? None of that type really for real. You know what I mean? And then
but like that's the same allure of like a strip club for a nigga that don't get no coochie.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
For a nigga that don't know how to dress, that's what you want. You see what I'm saying? You want to go somewhere. You want them to show you how to do this. You want them to put it in front of you and have it A through Z on. Oh yeah, you could do this with this, do this with this, and really break it down to you. So when you leave, you know something. You still gonna go back, but you know how to put it together a little bit. You see what I'm saying?
You know the problem though. These motherfuckers is like you said.
They'd rather order the shit that they seen a man's rocking or that they seen
Lil Baby rocking.
I was just about to, bro, get out my head, bro. I was just about to say Lil Baby, but I didn't want to say no artist, bro. They favorite artists rocking.
You see motherfuckers like Floyd Mayweather spending $6.4 million in Gucci stores, like in Dubai.
Nothing, and this is where I keep this level.
But bro,
everybody just gotta play their own game. That's what they gotta learn.
That's a write-off for him, bro. Yeah, $6.4 billion in Gucci is a write-off for him, bro.
Let's have a little funny moment.
But is it really worth $6.4 million?
Listen, this is the funny moment.
On the back end, yes.
No. And
this
no
is the
end.
reason why niggas is buying jets.
No. no. On no end, no, it's not. Because if this is how these assets go. If you pass before a given time for you to know when you're supposed to turn that in to make it in this appreciated asset for you, it's nothing. So like we keep saying, you can't take most of the shit with you. And people get over engulfed in this shit. Like Floyd having 50 million watches, that's worth $1 billion. You know what I mean? However many. What does, like I said, pass and then what? Now it's somebody else watch. But hold on.
You spend those millions on that Gucci, right? And then you write that off as a gift that you gave out.
No, of course.
To your team, the money team.
But I was breaking down to him and he said, but is it really that value? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, in all reality, this
now watches when it comes to plain Janes, I definitely see value in that.
Hold on. Let me just break it all down. It don't matter what watch it is. The only value it is that you have it to tell time.
Right.
And once it's no longer valuable for you to be able to tell time on that watch, then it really does not matter.
For sure.
Because we at a point where is if we talking about we got world, all right, break the whole thing down. I wanted to have that funny moment. I'm gonna do that first. Back to what I said. With Kevin Hart, remember he had the Real Husbands of Hollywood shit going on. Mm-hmm. Remember that Joan? They was in the club. He had Trey Songz in there, and he had the big ass Magnum bottles going on, and they all in there going crazy and shit. And then the end of the night come, which is the end of this whole thing of the end of the life. Like that's basically what happens. And then you go to see, let's pay the tab. And like you said, you got people like, and it's like, all right, the people that are really trying to play this game and look like, you can never. Like you damn near can never, because they're in control and making, like you're trying to be like, I got more Louis than Louis Howe. You don't even know the Louis that he didn't put out.
Right.
You don't know the shit that he got. Like stop. Like that's where everybody just need to humble themselves and be them. Be you. Have more you than he has, because he can never be you. That's what you need to do. And that's what everybody needs to do. And I feel like that's where it gets overwhelming, because at the end of that episode, Kevin Hart was left with a big ass bill, no women, and wondering what the fuck did he just do? And that's the end of your life when you live like that. That means
having too much fun with this copy and paste culture.
He looked at the bill. He said, "Wait, $600,000? What the fuck? I didn't drink all this by myself. Hold on." He looking around. All the shorties just walking off with Trey. He talking about, "Hey Trey, what's your bill?" He talking about, "Bill, hey Kev, you funny, man. I'ma holler at you, all right?" And he walking off. He don't get no bill. This was an experience for him.
Yeah.
And once you become engraced in that, like, yeah, he paid before. He was at that moment before, but he didn't go that crazy, more than likely. You get what I'm saying?
For sure.
You're at a point where you're really just sitting there looking at just like, damn, what's this? I thought this was
and you gotta pay that off.
You get what I'm saying? But don't get it wrong. Now you still got the right to write that off on your little John. But guess what? You just bought the fuck out with dumbass shit still.
And you gotta go to your accountant and get him to put it on your business expenses.
Mm-hmm. And that reality will be that reality later on. And like I said, at the end of the day, if we all like the New Orleans had taught everybody when they had their hurricane, if any type of disaster happens, when the tragedy strikes, bro, all of that rich ass shit and all of that, unless you can get out the way ahead of time and really be out the way already, then it don't matter, because you become right on that playing field with us. Now you on the football field with them niggas that's running down.
For sure.
And you ain't got the football in your hand, and you ain't on the other side neither. So you got to figure out what your position is.
All of this information applies to the people that's under the caliber of what my co-host just said, because a boy like Floyd, don't look at Floyd to him buying 6.4 million in Gucci, and y'all saying, oh, he spent that this year in Gucci. No. He did that. That's what he did. Yeah, bro. Because at the end of it, he's probably not gonna have to pay what you would have to pay. You're living off of trying to get money back at the end of tax season. Mm-hmm. He's not trying to pay taxes. You see what I'm saying?
In all reality,
a different caliber, bro. Y'all need to stay in y'all lane and try to figure out what is conducive for you. So that way, you know what I'm saying? And like, again, paying for an experience as far as learning how to dress is definitely something beneficial. Because a lot of you go out and you think that, oh yeah, if you spend these thousands of dollars, the same amount of money that you would spend trying to copy and paste with no style and no grace, you ain't gonna get what you want. It's not gonna be a fruitful outcome. At the end of it, you need to learn how to do that shit for yourself. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Instead of going, because the main thing that make all of these people that you looking at stand out is they added something to it. I'll be watching Offset on the reels because I don't know why the shit just be popping up. The simulation is crazy on Graham, but yeah, and it be showing how he assesses dressing. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. This is what I got. This was after I styled it. And it's a side by side. It's like 2 or 3 clips that I seen. You see what I'm saying? And like, you can tell, like, all right, this may be what other niggas may be wearing, bro. But like, this is how he made it stand apart. This is what he has somebody do to it. Flare the jeans out. Like this, like you said, add the chains to it. Mm-hmm. See what I'm saying? Taper the shirt a little bit. Put some rips in it. You know what I mean? Anything to make it stand alone so that he doesn't look like the crowd. And that's what your favorite celebrities are doing. So why aren't you?
And the craziest part is, look, right now, I'm rocking a shirt that I'm telling you 1,000, 100,000, probably 500,000 other people got this sweater. But it's not going to look like my joint.
For sure.
They're going to see me out in public and be like, yo, even if they crop their joint, even if they cut it, they still didn't do what I did to the back of this joint. Even if they did what they did to the back of this joint, they're not going to do what I'm about to do to this joint the next time I feel like I want to add something to it. Like, you know what I mean? It's just to keep thinking, because I ain't even distress it out. None of that. I just hurried up and just did something real quick with this joint. But it's the mindset of knowing your own, you know what I'm saying? I'm going down this path because I want to go down here.
And then, bro, when you do that, it sparks a thought in somebody else's mind, bro. You don't know what other creative you walk past, bro. And then they be like, bro, what? Oh, all right, yeah, nah, bro, and then they give you an idea, or that idea sparks something with them, and then they come with something, and that boosts your shit.
And that's what I really want. That's what I really want, because I feel like, especially in Philly, bro, I'm tired, bro. I'm tired of that shit, bro. It's burnt. It's like, it's a real burnt out wave right now. I be telling the youngest I be around, like, nah, bro, don't be scared to throw some. Don't be scared, bro. Stop being scared, bro. You only got one life, and then y'all youngers is dying so fast that y'all ain't even get the chance to. So y'all might as well try y'all best. If y'all gonna be out here acting all blicky, then wild, wearing all black all day, masked up and skied, bro, and you can't enjoy your life. And I was like, bro, this shit not making no sense no more for nobody to go nowhere. Exactly. And then you try to put 2 cents into it. I feel like the only way to do it is just by example, because you keep trying. You can't preach to nobody right now when niggas got their shit going on. And everything done already hit the fan. So the best way to get some shit off is be like, bro, y'all got to find a way to express yourself and do something with yourself, bro, while you here.
For sure,
you know what I'm saying?
I just seen something on the back end, bro. It was a dude that just did a 20-year bid, bro. It might have been a 10-year bid. He did a 10-year bid, bro. Came home, and now he's playing ball. You know what I'm saying? Probably got booked as a juvenile for some shit. You know what I mean? Like, and he's on his way to playing college ball, bro. He's late in the game, but as far as like marketability, figuring out how to do it, bro, he went to the soil. I know he wrote it down,
but he ain't too late. That's the thing.
Exactly. He wrote down his dreams, and now he's attacking it one by one, and now it's enough for somebody like me to see it. It then came across my algorithm, and now I done seen him. You see what I'm saying? So the same thing goes as far as like everybody else, bro. It's like you said, alluding to that. It starts with sparking the seed, and motherfuckers moving forward and being like, bro, I could do something like that. I could, or even if I'm not doing something like that, bro, that shit different, bro. Now, whatever different shit was in my mind, I can make that shit a reality because I seen somebody else doing something different. I'm like, it's not just me.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Because when you live in this copy and paste culture, you see everybody doing the same shit. it make you want to do the same shit. You see what I'm saying? We all just say sometimes
Nah,
you fall victim.
I ain't hold you. That never.
I'm gonna
That's
be
just
real.
never been.
Yeah,
well,
I've never.
I
been
get what
that
you're
type of
saying.
person.
Some things just naturally, even though it's a trend, it's gonna be like you naturally liked it or you start to like it
For sure.
naturally. But I never want to do it because like, oh no, I see that's da 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 da. Now it's things that you have to do, like we going swimming. You're supposed to put on trunks. You know what I'm saying? I know that. That's I'm never that weird. And that's where I feel like that's where that's where the ultra weird like energy is at. Like you can't go against the shit that makes everybody know that we can survive and go move forward.
For sure. Nah, but what I mean by it is like when you walk into the room and you see somebody that's like, all right, you see 10 niggas that look the same.
No, I understood you.
Like,
I understood
like
you,
the
though.
first joint we did, you said you walked into the mall and you see 10 niggas with the same Louis V belt, bro.
Ferragamo.
Or Ferragamo belt, bro.
Yeah,
And they
I
look like
remember
they
that.
was
Bro,
about to
bro,
mighty
oh my-
morph and turn into
Oh
the
my
same
god,
person.
bro! Why
You see what I'm
why
saying?
you just make me remember that,
bro?
shit,
Bringing
bro?
it back because it all comes full circle, my nigga.
Jesus
Again, bro, it
Christ.
copy and paste culture, bro. You see some shit like that, and then you see a nigga downstairs with some different shit on, and you like, bro, and it don't even got to be designer, bro, but it stands out. You see what I'm saying? That'll spark the key for somebody else to be like, I could do some shit like that. I don't gotta dress like the rest of these niggas.
And another thing I want people to realize is that stop saying the designer shit, because I feel like we had a space where people don't know what designer is no more.
Nah, yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
They don't know who designing shit no more. They don't know who copying and pasting that shit no more. They just
But it's a
lying
lot
to
of copy and
themselves, man.
pasting all around, bro. That's why I be looking at people and I be like, I remember right before the COVID kicked off, right, that we was at the cusp where Easy was dropping, and then the Puma Reacts dropped, and then Nike dropped the Reacts too, and everybody had the same type of shoe, bro, and they was all pushing it at the same time, and then them shits died off real fast. You see what I'm saying?
That's the crazy part. And Adidas dropped another shoe that was just like the Yeezy that nobody really know about. It was called the Adidas Highway, HAIWEE. It was just like a motherfucking Yeezy. Every time I wear my Jones, they tell me that they're Yeezy, and I'm telling them no, bro.
Shout out my dog Ken. You shitty on
They're
Fortnite.
telling me, bro, they are Yeezy. You get what I'm saying? And it's so tricky that
bro.
they did a little joint online where they had a nigga wearing them Jones and told niggas that they was the white Yeezys, and niggas went to go look. I said, bro, they the fucking. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that out here, and people won't know. And how the ball mains took off with the.
Yeah.
Everybody
Wait,
don't know. That ball main shit was locally right here in our face. Just like how America.
But it went so because you know what, I see
right here in our
at
face.
the same time
Ralph
I seen
was right there in
Balenciaga
New
at the
York
same
when that
time, bro.
Ralph was from New York. He was right there.
No, ball like you said. No, I'm not gonna lie because I
Like,
know, bro.
so
I was
all
talking.
that-
I said
it's
ball mains in a
designer
couple of
now.
my songs, so
So
I know
Ralph-
what you're
so
talking
Ralph
about.
not designer now, or people just don't know about Ralph no more.
Ralph
How
definitely.
we doing?
Ralph definitely designer, bro. I don't
So-
care. I'm wearing Ralph to the day I die.
So
bro.
that- but
You
I
think
love
Ralph Lauren's
I love
designer?
Ralph. I love
Come on,
Ralph.
man.
Listen, bro. All right,
on,
so
man.
I come from an era where, right, we talk all the time when we hear about niggas doing time and shit like that, right? When niggas,
It would depend on the piece. I ain't going bullshit.
Niggas was in the pro era, bro,
By
and niggas on
definition,
the way
Ralph
out.
Lauren is a designer.
Ralph
He
Lauren-
designs Ralph Lauren clothing.
Of
This is why I
course.
said people got to stop using the word "I'm wearing designer" because you don't even know who's designing it to know that that's a designer outfit,
For sure.
or if it's a copy and paste that just cut from the manufacturer
For
joint.
sure, bro.
You get what I'm saying?
I'm saying niggas is going into these. Well, we're going on furloughs. We going into these stores, bro. And you think I'm buying bullshit? You think I'm going to G Star and no, nigga, I'm going right to the Macy's section and I'm buying a suit. I'm buying a polo suit, nigga, and that's what we rocking, bro. I'm buying 3-4 of them bitches, and to go with it, fuck polo draws, cause I hate being with the trend, bro. I go against the grain all the time. I'm rocking with the Tommy draws, not the polo draws, because
I'm really on the polo draws.
Nah, bro. I was again. You see, copy and paste culture,
I
bro.
fuck
So
with
when
'em.
you slide with niggas to this, and everybody in that joint talking about, yeah, bro, I'm gonna get these polo joints, bro. I like these joints, bro. I'm like, yeah, bro. I'm about to find something else.
Yeah.
And then that's where I fell in love with the Tommy joints. I'm like, yeah, bro, fuck it, we rocking Tommy draws all the way.
So
To this day, I rock Tommy draws.
So to be honest, so you know, now getting into like your brand, I want to know what made you come up with the name for that shit.
Like I just shouted out my brother Beezul and shit. Like he
Yeah, I
passed away.
definitely noticed that in the because
Yeah.
I'm sitting here like,
So back
oh,
in our days and shit, we used to run around, like I said, already had the drippy type shit going on, and not to say we was the drippiest in the city or in the world or nothing like that, but for us to be our age doing what we was doing, roundabout, we knew we had our own little pocket to us. We always got attention, shit like that. Tried to get little things cooked up. Almost made a little brand back in 2000 and maybe like 17, 16. It was almost at the point, and that's when it like, it just, you know how it is. Something just keep getting in the way. We ain't
For
do that
sure.
shit. But once he had passed in 2022, that shit had kind of just hit me real hard. I was trying to figure out what the fuck you know what I mean, how to move forward. You know, the energies took me about. I was doing my little here and there's and had to figure something out. And I'd be hustling so much with so much different shit in my head. And I was thinking, I'm like, you know what? I'm already making clothes at that moment. I had just got a shirt that I had did. I customized a jacket. I had a two pair of pants I had did by then. Um, I was like, and I was
You
working on
was
some sneakers.
already
Yeah,
you was already
I
in
was already
motion.
in
Shit was
motion
cooking.
type shit.
Shit was
Yeah.
cooking.
So I'm like, is this going to be for the person or should I really take it up? And that was where I started thinking of the name. And honestly, the name came right. The name already been there, but the actual think of using it for that came in the midst of me realizing honing his energy into the shit. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
But the clothing and all that shit already been there. I've been had a brand name cooked up. I put it in my notes. I had a little message business plan for it on the low, but I just never really doubled back until that
Exactly.
moment. That moment hit me. It was
And
over
it
from
was like
there.
you gotta do it for
It
bro.
was over, and that was literally in December. That
Mm.
was in December of 2023 when that shit hit me. I was already, like I said, in the midst of doing shit, but December is when I was like, no, it's up. From 2024 January and up is when this brand started really like
Speed bump.
speed bump. Yep.
And for what it is, bro, I done shouted you out many a time on this drum, bro. I only want to wear Brody numb. I'm mad. I went out with your hat last night. That shit is in the car right now. I'll show you when I get back to the wheel, bro. That shit got dirty, bro. And I need more gear. I
I
need more
understand.
gear.
I understand.
So I'm saying,
So when it came to your first piece, what, like you said, standing out is definitely one thing that you're about. So when it came to your very first piece, like back then, like what was your like thought process into doing it?
Um, honestly, I seen a shirt that was crazy. Shout out to Black Keys if anybody know who they is. That brand, they had some shit going on. Just a little shirt that I was, what I mean, on some just grab to wear for a day type shit niggas do. Might wear it once, twice again. Not really go out in it too much or nothing though. Then it was like, no, I really do like this John. Then I realized it wasn't the shirt because it was to the point. It's like, no, it was this fucking embroidered image that he did on this John. I want that John so bad. Crazy enough, the image was a bee with a shorty like lips or something, like she's something some type crazy way of a shorty being it's like no, the shorty face is in the bee. It's like a bee cut out of the shorty face, right? So I wound up getting that shit cut out the shirt, took it to my little folks that I know, and you know what I mean. And from there they got it busy. But at first they looking at me like, so what you want me to do with this shit? And I'm like, listen to me. Put it on the back of this a flannel joint at that. It's a flannel button up. So like she looking at me like, you sure? Like this not. I'm like, I don't want it to be no regular button up. That's what I know.
yeah,
But do that. As soon as she did it, and she's like, no, this is so crazy. And then once I got her, like, all right, she just was skeptical and she liked it. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna come back and try some more shit, and I'm gonna just see what her reaction is first, because she does this all day. All she do is get people come to her, get her to cut shit up and do whatever. But it's usually like formal, casual. Right. Niggas don't really try to do outside the box shit.
right?
So I guess that's where I got her attention. So yeah, I guess that's where it kind of
Everything
started going.
just steamrolled from there.
Steamrolled from there. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
And honestly, this is something that I want to ask, just for just for the apparel makers out there and the clothing brands out there. When it comes to your rollouts and releases, how do you exactly like plan each one? Because it's you can have plenty of designs, you can have plenty of ideas, but if you don't correctly roll them out and market them correctly, then you're not going to successfully launch your next
Launch your
piece.
shit, yeah.
Yeah.
So for the most part, I learned from day one. That's the crazy part. Since I thought I was doing what I was doing off of little small pieces, and you know what I mean. Yeah, I had people ask me to get them a shirt or do something, but when I would double back, by then it's like they're not worried about that. The season change, shit like that. So now we at the time was like, no, I'm really about to drop these shirts in the next 3 weeks. And niggas, all right, yeah, I hear you. But they not believing me. They just thinking I'm saying it. But now it's like, no, I'm showing you this, the shirt design, this, that. And I just every time I come back and it's like, all right, yeah. And this just off my individual folks that I do know, and I'm telling, and I'm just trying to get the insight. And then I wind up going to one of the events and shit. I'm like, I'm thinking I'm really gonna drop this joint. He like, all right. He just like, all right, just let me know, bro. I'm gonna see what that joint hitting for. I'm like, all right. I'm still thinking it's gonna be on some bullshit though. So I go get the shit made. Now this is where I realize that I'm serious. When I go to the joint, she's like, I can get this done for you. Like, yeah. You need to do this to the image. You need to do this to that. Oh yeah. All right. I go back. I try to change it. That's before I realize you got a transparency your images and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So this is for people that don't know. If your brand don't have, if you always have a black background and it's squared out, or you always got something in your images that you can't get rid of, you got to get into some type of app that allows you to create a transparency, PNG, JPEG, whatever you use to form of and exporting your image as. You need something that's going to help you do that. You need to be transparent so you can get it as best quality put into that garment. Because whether you're doing DTG, DTF, embroidery, whatever it is, you're going to need a blank background because it's just going to make shit make way more sense. And I didn't know this back then. So I wound up getting a whole new image made from the first image for no reason because I never told them to make the back transparent in the right way.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So she's still like, it's wrong. So I do that. Get the clothes like, oh, now I see why it's wrong. You get what I'm saying? But still got the sell off, and the shirts is actually cool. It was just that it wasn't the appeal that I wanted it to be.
Right.
So that's where I learned right there. So off getting the shirts, I wound up getting the shirts late due to me putting the order in kind of backwards and fucked up. So she's like, is you serious? You want to go through with it? So now when I go to pick them up, it's kind of late for me to pick up and da-da-da-da-da. So my first pop-up shop, I'm already late on that. So that's my first learning experience right there already.
For sure.
Low transparency, not on time, not enough communication, not knowing how to follow through, and making sure that you got your order before you lock in on the day of doing everything, because you don't want to be trying to pick up shit and trying to run around for other shit too.
For sure.
So I learned a lot that day, and that's what got me in order. But on the strength of that, I'm still on a need of growing the brand to actually do a real drop, which is like, major shit where it's going to be over 200 pieces on the original drop, plus some extra shit, plus some, you know what I mean?
For sure.
That's where I'm about to be headed to.
For sure.
But even off of the things that have already been done, you've branched off. You've definitely came across a couple of great people that have definitely seen the brand. So, I'll let you speak on that as well. Who are some of the great, people that have came across that you've been able to introduce the brand to?
As of right now, man, I done came across my brothers that I'm sitting with right here. We done got a couple of little engagements in, and at the same time, while we was engaging, we done ran into some celebrities in the building. I done came across Joel's on a situation or two while he was in the building. I done been around. I was just at a show with Cash Cobain on stage for the Juneteenth John. We ain't get to go close enough to really go do no interaction shit, but we was in there. We got our pictures in the building, and we trying to see when the photographer going to send pictures back from that. So I don't know if I was actually in there. I met a lot of different people that got their own brand, Illtown, Demalin. Who else can I shout out on here that I can remember right off the top? I'm forgetting somebody. Emotional Therapy, my guys. They got some new shit that they just dropped too. They got some shit going on too. They just had a little pop-up shop with Gil Daughter. I mean, not a pop-up. I mean, a pop-out with Gil Daughter that she was rocking an exclusive jersey. I fuck with that from them.
Word.
Yeah, shout out New York, LA.
But yeah, I met a few people. Right now I can't. There's a guy made in Bodega from New York.
Yeah.
We in communication with doing. We talking about some things right now. He got a nice thing going on. Main girl Angel. I could go on, but I gotta really think of shit. And my birthday was just last week, and so I'm still coming down off being lit. Like
just turned 30, big facts.
And definitely let niggas know where they could get at you so that they can let you know about collaborations and shit like that, for sure.
Definitely. If y'all ain't never seen me on no type of platforms and anywhere, I'm on the gram as Mere Spirits for some beats and anything you might need. MERSPIRTS. If you want any instrumentals or type of production you need. On the clothing tip is BiezulxBovice, BiezulxBovice, and it's right there for you at any time. You can put in an order, pre-order on the spot for the release I'm about to do for next week. You're gonna see that pop up on you probably by next Tuesday. I should probably be loading that up on there.
Now talking about the music, like, what do you enjoy like most out of the music? Do you enjoy like making beats, or do you actually enjoy rapping more?
I was at a point where it was the rapping more, but I'm gonna always be a freestyle bull. Like I feel like niggas that know me, they know me. I can freestyle like on anything, but for the most part, I love the beats now. Like
For sure.
I can't even. You know what I mean, now.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah, no, definitely. And like you said, so the one thing that I definitely have to say is like I said, just even still in growth, expanding small, quickly, meeting celebrities like Jewels and all them.
For sure.
So, who are some of the people that you want to get your brand across that you haven't met yet? Like whether it's a celebrity,
Everyone.
whether it's well, of course that, but just to name a couple people, like whether it's Future or even Cardi for somebody to get your shirt,
Who
or
do you
even just
feel
working
like
with
would
like
fit? Would fit?
Most incorporated into the brand right now.
Yeah. Cause you got a real eclectic, like different type of, you feel me,
I'm gonna be honest.
approach to how you put
I
things
wanna
together.
I wanna link with Tia Kareem. I feel like her vibe different. She on
Word.
some shit. She
Word.
she got the energy. Whereas though, it ain't about what nobody else got to say or think about shit. I like people that's like that, and I don't like I don't want to have to change nothing about it. I don't want to have to convince you nothing about it. It's like
Right.
you see it, you definitely peep what you know what I mean? No, that's fire. And then you know what the fuck you about to do with that type shit. I can see her as one of the people, and I got an instrumental for her to snap on. So if anybody know her that's listening to this, y'all definitely need to
Make it happen. Connect the dots.
I got something for her.
so the last thing I want to speak on, and people were witness to it. A lot of people that actually showed up to the slide and shine, they were actually grateful for you, setting up your table there. So how can you speak on your experience at the slide and shine that we had back in March?
Man, that shit was vibes. That shit was vibes. Shout out to everybody that I met there, man. We was all in there getting it in. Basically, if you ain't get the network, then you wasn't in that building because we always talking to each other or making some type of elbows rub and
For sure.
communicating. The merch
And
was
shout
going
out to
through
Full
the
Metal
roof.
Parkers. Shout out to Smash.
Yes.
Shout out to Deschio. Shout out to Ailey. Shout out to everybody that came out and really showed the fuck out.
And my guy Rizzy, he was in the building that night too.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that too. I had to shout him out for that.
No. I ain't know you knew. I ain't know you knew Rizzy, Rizzy Rilla, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna keep it a bean. Me and him, we actually. I'm gonna keep it a bean. Like first of all, I didn't even know he was gonna show up that night. First of all, and then second, I'm gonna keep it a bean. We go back to probably like 2014, 2015, but I just ain't see him in years.
Dang.
You feel me? So
it was a lot of folks with the same type interaction, bro, that you ain't seen in a minute, that you just sent that joint out to, out the love that just pulled up, bro. And it was a great joint, bro. It was a great joint. There's a lot of people in there networking, and as you can see, the extensions have been made. You feel me? That was in March. We about to be in July, and there's more shit coming. There's more shit coming.
nigga, it definitely be a part 2 in the fall. But the last thing I want to ask is what is one thing that you would want to tell people out there that's building a brand right now that you would want to give like an inspiration to or like motivate them? What's the one thing that you would want to tell them?
One, don't be scared of who you are, why you are that, and what the fuck you want to do with that. Don't be too influenced rather than inspired, and just try to move through that shit consistently. 'Cause that's the only way to, you know what I mean? I can see it. Because right now, it's like we just had this whole conversation was circling around copy and paste energy next to people that's not being themselves, next to people that can't go into their own path. And we need all of that shit to get out the way and everybody to fix that shit and get where they need to be.
For sure.
But y'all
bro.
all got something going on that's trying to do something. I see a lot of brands that do got some shit going on. I follow back. I be giving out likes and all of that. I even be following people that sew, cut and sew and all that. So trust me, y'all got it. Just don't be scared.
For sure, bro.
Big facts, and that's definitely a great way to end it out. You already know. So let me rap with you. It's your boy 215 Guy B, TK Streets. You feel me?
Yeah, man, it's the G's, bro. I don't know how many times I'm gonna say it. I guess I gotta say it every time, bro. But you know where to find me. Dog food on the way. The Viv finna drop. Actually, if motherfuckers ready to get this joint over with, we should be shooting after this. But yeah, man, we out this bitch.
Any last words you want to give?
All I gotta say is be on the lookout. I got some major shit about to happen. Y'all didn't even get to see the 1-on-1s and the sets and the leathers and the jean set. Like it's gonna start going crazy on
Isn't
y'all,
that going to be like what's that, July 6th, I think?
July 6th gonna be the crazy t-shirts, crop top, wide. You know, feel me? That's one way I'm gonna go wild. But you know me, I'm always gonna leveling up, big up on big up.
There we go.
Yeah,
Hey,
nah,
just
big
stay
facts.
tuned, bro. And if you ain't drippy, just say that. Just fucking say that.
And it's cool. There's another way for you to get there. Call my phone.
I'm with it all, bro.
You already know. Let me rap with you. We are out of here.
That's a wrap.